Breaking news. Carolina Panthers fans, brace yourselves. This isn't just another roster move. This is a moment that cuts deep. A veteran leader is gone. A familiar face has left the locker room. And it leaves the Panthers at a crossroads. Who are we without him? And what does this mean for Bryce Young, this wide receiver group, and the heart of our team? Stay with me, because this story is about more than just football. It's about identity, leadership, and the future of this franchise. Adam Thielen, gone. Just like that, the Panthers' most experienced, most respected wide receiver is headed back home to Minnesota. The man who stood beside Bryce Young through the storm, the man who kept his head high even when the offense fell apart, traded. Think about it. Thielen was supposed to be the steady hand, the veteran who helped Bryce grow. He caught passes when nothing else was working. He played through frustration, through losing streaks, through all the noise. He was the voice in interviews, the calm in the chaos, the one who said, "We can win a Super Bowl here," and now? He's gone. Off to the Vikings, the team that first believed in him when nobody else would. And yes, he gets a pay raise. Yes, he's back where it all started. But for Panthers fans, this feels like a punch in the gut. Now here's where it gets interesting. This wasn't just about money. Look closer. The Panthers' wide receiver room is packed. Deontay Johnson, Xavier Legette, Jonathan Mingo, Deontay Bird, competition everywhere. Thielen saw it. He knew it. His role was shrinking, his snaps were going down, and suddenly the writing was on the wall. A legend in Carolina's locker room was about to become a bench player. And Minnesota, they needed help. They've got J.J. McCarthy, a rookie quarterback, who needs that presence. Thielen can be that guy again, just like he was for Bryce. He might not play every snap. He might not be the star. But he's back home. He's 35 years old, and maybe this was the ending he always wanted. Still, for us Panther fans, the question is bigger. Who steps up now? Without Thielen, who becomes Bryce's steady, reliable target when the game is on the line? The veterans are gone. The room is young, fast, hungry, but unproven. And that is where the real story begins. So let me ask you, Panther Nation, was this the right move? Do you think Adam Thielen leaving is addition by subtraction, or will we regret letting him go when the season gets tough? Rate your confidence in this WR group on a scale of 1 to 10 in the comments, because this battle for targets just got a whole lot spicier. Let's be real for a second. Adam Thielen is thinking way bigger than just football right now. He's 35 years old, he's got 3 kids, and you can tell he's already setting up the next chapter of his life. You can almost see it. Thielen on TV back in Minnesota, smiling in the booth, breaking down plays as a color analyst or hosting his own show. That future is sitting there waiting for him, and honestly, who wouldn't take that? He's playing 4D chess, and it makes sense. But here's the part that stings. When reports came out that he wanted Minnesota specifically, not just a trade anywhere, not just best fit, no, he wanted home. That hit me as a Panthers fan, because it makes you wonder, did he ever truly believe in what Carolina is building? Or was he already halfway out the door the moment things got tough? Remember those sideline frustrations? Those flashes of anger when Bryce Young was struggling early last season? At the time, we brushed it off. We said, "Oh, he's just competitive. He wants to win." But now, looking back, it feels like he was showing us the truth. Maybe he didn't buy into Bryce. Maybe he didn't buy into Dave Cannell's new culture. Maybe deep down, he didn't think this team could actually turn the corner. And that hurts. Because Bryce isn't some rookie anymore. He's been through the fire. He's learning, he's adjusting, and honestly, he's further along than J.J. McCarthy, the guy Thielen just hitched his last NFL ride to. Think about it. J.J. hasn't even played competitive football in a year. He's a rookie. There will be growing pains. And yet Thielen chose that over sticking with Bryce, who's already got NFL scars and experience. So what does that say? To me, it says Thielen cared less about chasing wins at this stage and more about comfort. More about family, stability, quality of life, and hey, that's his right. But for Panthers fans, it feels like rejection. Like he looked at our future and said, no thanks. I'll take my chances elsewhere. Now, here's the flip side. Dan Morgan, our GM, didn't blink. He saw a 35-year-old receiver thinking about retirement and flipped him for draft picks, not one, but two, a fourth and a fifth. That's smart business. Cold, calculated. Exactly what you want from a front office that's trying to build a long-term winner. So yeah, Thielen may be gone, and it may sting, but maybe, just maybe, this was the best move Carolina could have made. Panther Nation, I gotta know, do you see Thielen's exit as betrayal or just business? Was he walking away from Bryce Young too early, or was he simply chasing peace and family? Drop your thoughts below, because this move isn't just about football. It's about what we believe our team is building. Panthers fans, let's call it what it is. Dan Morgan just pulled off straight-up GM wizardry. Some folks are saying it's like he escaped CTE with this move, because wow, this deal shows just how sharp, how cold-blooded, and how cunning he really is. Think about it. He turned a 35-year-old wide receiver who wasn't even sure if he wanted to keep playing into draft picks that could land us real difference makers in the next 2 years. That's chess, not checkers. That's building for the future. And let's be real with ourselves for a second. The Panthers are not hoisting the Lombardi Trophy this year. That's just the truth. But what we can do is light the spark. We can fight our way into a wild card. We can show the league that Carolina is not a joke anymore, that this team is back on the rise, and the days of laughing at us are over. And here's where it gets exciting, because this move throws the spotlight right where it belongs, on Bryce Young and a young, hungry group of receivers who are ready to prove themselves. Tetris McMillan, Xavier Legette, Jalen Coker, these guys aren't just names, they're weapons. Coker looked like a beast in preseason. He reshaped his body in the offseason, listened to everything Dave Cannells told him, and now he's ready to break out. Xavier Legette is itching for a bounce-back year. Even Jimmy Horn Jr., maybe not the star of the room, brings something different, something dangerous. And how about Tamaine, the rookie out of Stanford, a guy nobody is talking about yet? That's fuel. That's the kind of player who can sneak up on defenses and make them pay. Add in JT Sanders at tight end, plus the criminally underrated running back duo of Chuba Hubbard and Rico Dowdle, and suddenly you've got a young offense that looks fast, explosive, and unpredictable. Here's the best part. These guys are kids. Some of them are just 21, 22 years old. That means their best football is still ahead of them. And instead of leaning on aging vets, this is their shot to be thrown straight into the fire. No more hiding in the shadows. No more waiting their turn. By week 1, Jalen Coker and Xavier Legette could be looked at as veterans in that locker room, guiding the next wave of talent like David Moore, who's already embraced the player-coach role. So yeah, Thielen's gone. But what we've got now is a young, fearless wide receiver room ready to take the pressure head-on. They're about to learn fast, they're about to grow faster, and if they step up, this offense could be way more dangerous than people think. Panthers Nation, are you buying into this youth movement? Do you think these young wideouts are ready to carry Bryce and this offense, or are we taking too big a risk? Drop your take in the comments, because this might be the moment our future finally starts. When Adam Thielen's trade went down, all eyes turned to Bryce Young. And guess what? Bryce didn't flinch. He said straight up, this wide receiver group is ready for the moment. He believes these young guys can step up under the bright lights, and honestly, that confidence is contagious. You can feel it. But here's where things get even spicier. Adam Thielen is gone. And suddenly, Hunter Renfrow is just sitting out there on the market. Yeah, one of the cleanest route runners in football, cut loose, and now available for anyone to sign. And here's the twist. Renfrow isn't just any free agent. He's a Carolina guy, a Myrtle Beach native, and word is he's always carried that pride with him, even when he was suiting up for the Raiders. The question now, does he bring that fire home and join the Panthers? It sounds perfect on paper, but the reality? It all comes down to money, fit, and whether Dave Cannells even wants him. Because as positive and upbeat as Cannells is, he doesn't sound desperate. He's got faith in this young receiver room. Jalen Coker has already shown flashes of being that Thielen-type chain mover. Jimmy Horn Jr. has speed and burst. The talent is there. So if Renfrow signs somewhere like Kansas City or New England, sure it stings a little, but Cannells isn't going to lose sleep over it. And speaking of things you don't expect, let's talk about this left tackle situation. Normally, we hear about baseball players getting those weird injuries, slipping in the shower, twisting something in a hot tub. But now it's Panthers left tackle Ekwonu making headlines with an appendix scare. Out of nowhere, he's rushed into surgery over the weekend before it burst. That's terrifying. Thankfully, the surgery went well, but now the countdown is on. Week 1 against the Jacksonville Jaguars is right around the corner, and Dave Cannells says it's literally going to come down to game day. Can Ickey suit up? Or will he have to sit and recover? You never know with surgery, complications happen. Infection, soreness, blood clots. This is nothing to mess with. But here's the silver lining. If Ekwonu can't go, Brady Christensen is waiting in the wings. He's not flashy, but he's steady, and he can hold down that blind side for Bryce. Plus, he can open lanes for Chuba Hubbard and Rico Dowdle to keep the run game alive. Still, let's be honest. Protecting Bryce is priority number 1. If Ickey isn't ready, it's going to be a nervous start to the season. Panthers fans, would you roll the dice on Hunter Renfrow coming home, or are you all in on the youth movement? And with Ickey's surgery, how nervous are you heading into Week 1 against Jacksonville? Drop your thoughts. This is the kind of moment that could shape the whole season.